Hi there, Sarah Mitchell from Inspired Education Services, and today I want to talk to you about how to teach phonics. Now, most teachers in schools do teach phonics, that is absolutely true, but did you know there are several different approaches to teaching phonics and they're not all equal? So stick around to the end. I'm going to explain to you the ways that you should and should not be teaching phonics. And if you wait until the end, I'm going to tell you how to get your hands on a free phonics assessment that I've created for you. So this is a really fast screener that will make sure that you're teaching your phonics in the right order and also save you from having to stare at the computer screen every week thinking, what am I going to teach my students? So this will be perfect for people who work one-to-one with students who struggle with reading or just need that bit of extra support in small groups. So there's a couple of different approaches to phonics. Today I just want to talk mainly about incidental and synthetic phonics. So incidental phonics is an approach where we usually read a text with a child, and as they come across phonic patterns that they don't know, so they're trying to read the word pause, we might say, oh, the AU in that word makes an or sound. So we kind of teach it incidentally in the context of reading. Now, incidental phonics is okay as an additional measure, but what students really need to be able to master the code is an approach called synthetic phonics. Synthetic phonics is where we carefully work through a sequence of sounds, starting with the easier patterns and moving through to the more difficult phonic patterns, teaching lists of words that contain those patterns systematically so that the student can see that there is a logic to the code. They can explore words that have similar phonic patterns inside them and learn to read and spell, knowing which words use which phonic pattern. For the example, in the AU making OR one, we can also make OR using OR, and we can also make it using AW and a few other ways as well. So it really helps students when we teach one pattern, one list of words at a time, and we make sure that we introduce each pattern. If we teach phonics incidentally, we might leave gaps, we might not show the whole code, the child might not get it just from that one introduction or those few incidental introductions as we go along. So you really need to make sure that your phonics teaching is synthetic. The next thing you need to do is make sure that your phonics teaching is diagnostic. Now that means that you have assessed the students' current levels, you're making sure that you're addressing any gaps that they might have in your program of teaching, and you're also meeting them at their current level. And we do this so that we don't waste instructional time and we also don't miss anything out. So we're not leaving anything to chance, we're making sure we introduce each phonic pattern in a sequence in an order and making sure that there's no gaps left. Now, how do you make sure that your program is following a sequence and is diagnostic and is synthetic? One of the tools that I'm giving to you today is the Phonics Assessment, where there is a list of phonic patterns and you can use this assessment. It takes about 4 to 5 minutes to administer on the whole, and you can get a whole term's worth of teaching. You'll know which phonic patterns you have to teach and when and in which order. So make sure that you click on the link below to get your hands on that free assessment. I hope you found this little brief video useful. I would love to hear from you in the comments section below. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this video on this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.